Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
What up, everybody? This is Jason Lee, and this is Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
And I'm Melyssa Ford, a.k.a. the Curve Queen.
Yep, it's DJ Damas. Let's get this show started.
Oh, and if you're listening to us, I hope you're listening to us on a platform that pays, because we left Dash Radio. So anyway, hope you're listening to us on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, iHeart, and YouTube. You know, everybody has been all in my DMs and all on the message board saying, "Who is the motherfucker that tried me?"
Oh,
Because they think it's April Jones, but clearly it ain't her. It could have been, because she ain't here no more, but it ain't. It was, where we used to film. They wanted to put me under a contract. Like, contracts come with checks.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so it wasn't no check, so we checked the fuck out.
We did.
hello.
I kind of like our new digs, though.
Oh my God, look at the city of LA. For those of you looking, just take a trip onto this smog-infested city and get out here.
I like it, though.
I love the view.
Yeah, the view's nice.
Beautiful.
Oh, wait. Oh, what does the view say when you sign on? When they sign off, have a great day and enjoy the view. Well, have a great show if you're watching and enjoy the view.
Exactly.
Okay, so listen, I have to say, another thing I am continually getting asked about is all the other former co-hosts. It's almost probably how Farrah Franklin feels every time she goes through TSA. Like, bitch, why you leave Destiny's Child?
I saw your post.
Did
your
you?
post literally says, "Do not ask me about anybody who is not in this picture."
Damn.
Let me be extraordinarily clear. Melyssa Ford and I started this show the same fucking day.
Yes.
So that is the answer to any question.
Yes, and if you want a good laugh, go back to episode 1. Ooh, I looked.
No, you looked comfortable.
Thank you. I appreciate
Damn
that
it,
word.
she wrote
I
gotta look that up.
No, damn it.
Episode 1?
Have you ever seen, you put your laundry in the dryer and it just tumbles for like an hour, and then when you open it up, that's what she looked like day one.
I look like I had just rolled out the dryer. Okay.
But they say when you look at yourself, you'll improve it, because day 2, that bitch came in with makeup. Her titties had all types of kerosene oil on it.
Glazed up.
I was like a chicken leg.
Yeah, so for me, I saw I didn't have any abs, and shit didn't help me, because I was like, fuck it.
No, I was sitting there. I had my foot up. Like I was at home, and then I watched it. I was like,
oh yeah,
no,
she playback again.
She looked halfway between in the dryer and at a pap smear.
I'm sure she looked fine though.
If she'd have had some stirrups and the doctor in the room, she'd have been at the doctor's office. But anyway, you were still Melyssa Ford. You're still beautiful.
Thank you. I
Exactly.
appreciate that, you guys. I do.
And the fans are so happy that Melyssa is back.
I missed them.
Do you?
I mean, I missed you, but
Damn, that was fucking shady.
I really missed that. Like, there was tons of times that there was things going on in pop culture and happening in the world, and I was literally like, hey, I don't have a microphone. No one gives a shit about my opinion right now. I can't talk.
Well, no, that's not true, because I think what people need to understand is that there was a lot of begging of me between. Well, first of all, there was a mixture of being sensitive that you were going through recovery and begging you to give me a fucking date you were going to return.
Yes.
And actually got you to the studio when you weren't ready, because what people don't realize is to carry a conversation for an hour, you have to be able to be knowledgeable and care.
Yeah.
Because if you don't care about what you're talking about, then the people who show up for you won't have a voice at the table.
Yeah. I would not have been able to be what the fans came to expect from me. I refused to come back and participate until I could give the fans what they had come to expect, what they came to rely on. It's integrity, and I put a lot
and perspective.
But I put a lot of time. We put a lot of time and energy and just thought, and we listen to the comments, we listen to our listeners. We want to give them the best experience possible, and I just knew I wasn't capable of giving them what they wanted, what they deserved, and until now.
But you're back.
I am.
Hello.
Back.
And somebody said to me, somebody on the team said to me, "Damn, Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored turned into Destiny's Child." But listen,
that means I'm Michelle.
No, you're not Michelle.
I'm Michelle. Let's go. I'll be Michelle.
Let me say
Michelle's
this.
on that stage too.
It's better
Michelle's
that you're
great.
Michelle and not Farrah, because the bitch didn't make it to the plane.
I'm a
talking about-
survivor.
Yeah. Wait, what she said? Farrah said, "Well, where's my luggage?" Beyonce said, "Bitch, just go and it'll be there." Beyonce's a shady bitch. I fuck with Beyonce. People say you can't talk shit about Beyonce, but because I love her so much, she just like my sister Cheryl. She ain't cute, but she's my sister. Beyonce is cute, but she just shady as fuck, and I'm here for it all.
She's amazing. I've been listening to Homecoming on repeat. It's like, it gets me through the gym. It gets me through my workout.
So, Damage, you listen to music. You play music.
Yeah.
You're a DJ. What do you think about Taylor Swift's rendition of Beyonce's Homecoming at the Billboard Awards last night?
She got to stop.
Why?
I like Taylor Swift. I mean, it's cool to see somebody like Taylor Swift pay that respect to Beyonce, but she got to stop. Like, you can't redo Beyonce. You got to let that go.
Well, let me say I love Taylor Swift for everything she represents in terms of women power. She's really good about keeping a clean image.
Very.
She has great relationships with some of the most famous people in the world, and she's created some amazing music out of guys that she's fucked and left. But I'm sorry.
Who else does
hold on.
that?
I'm sorry, bitch. Do not try
Yeah, I was
to
like, what?
recreate Homecoming.
Yeah.
Not only did she do the whole band in the pink outfit and ensemble, when the door opened up and she walked out with a smoking light behind her with her little Beyonce outfit on, she did her little hand on her hip and did like that. I said, hold on a minute. Nobody has showed up waiting for sassy Taylor Swift.
Okay, so wait, was this clearly like her paying homage to her? Homage. Yeah, was this clear? Did she say this is attributed to Beyonce and her greatness?
There was no announcement that she was going to give us the uncooked chicken version of Popeyes.
That's kind of
it's like going to Popeyes. You didn't waited all day to eat this motherfucking chicken and then show up and the bitch is just raw. No, that's how salmonella gets poured. I had salmonella once. My boyfriend thought I had HIV. It was the most uncomfortable doctor visit ever. He was like, baby, I'm going to go through it with you. I said, nigga, if you gave it to me, bitch, you about to go through it today. Shit. Got to tell you another HIV thing.
Oh my God, Jason.
No, this happened yesterday.
I haven't even
I
had
was
my
minding
coffee
my
for the day.
business, driving down the street, and my staff, they're so fucking messy. They posted something where basically some people got vampire facials and caught HIV.
Oh,
That's
shit.
a dirty ass spa.
What?
That's a dirty ass spa.
That's not the funny spot.
That's not funny at all.
No, wait.
If there was
Hold
a funny
on.
part.
Sorry. That's not the funny.
Okay.
So shout out to those people. Here comes the funny part.
Yo.
Because y'all got to understand something about
This is
me.
nuts.
And
Don't
this
laugh.
is no. Listen.
Don't laugh. Listen, see you
Listen.
laughing.
Stop. You guys are setting me up.
Okay, sorry.
Because I'm not on program right now. Let me get on program. It's fucking hot in here, but I'm cute. All right. I am deathly afraid of disease. After I caught chlamydia and got through that,
That was a
I
journey.
vowed to never catch another disease, right? And there are people that struggle with diseases, so it's a really sensitive thing, but I'm really uncomfortable with it.
Right.
So if I start coughing too hard, I'd be like, damn, I caught
SARS. You are
lymphoma.
you are a hypochondriac.
No.
Yeah, I know.
I will lay in my bed with grapes
Well, great.
and orange juice and cough drops and just be looking at the clock like I'm dying any minute. So yesterday when this
my
whole
gosh.
thing broke out, one of my advertisers owns Gentera, which does stem cell research, cosmetic surgery, IV therapy, and all that. They do vampire facials. So I text the owner the clip saying we really need to create really strong messaging
Right.
that shows you're a safety
Right.
place for this procedure.
Right.
He texted to the guy that runs the clinic. The next day, the guy later on that night, last night, the guy texts me says, "I need to talk to you about the HIV." They had just took my blood for my micronutrient testing, so I don't know what was going on, but I stopped everything and I held on to tail. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "What? What the fuck?" And I feel this hot flash right now coming over me. I was like, "What?" Well, he said he wants to talk to me about the messaging
Right.
for their services and
Okay.
how their patients are prevented from catching HIV.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't even understand how this even happened because I've had what's called the vampire facial. It's called PRP.
So what is it? What's
So
happening?
basically, this is what happens. Okay, so they take a vial of your blood, and what they do is, when you see the visuals of people with like blood all over their
Yeah.
face, that's really extra. That's not what really actually happens. What they do is they take a vial of your blood, they put it into the centrifuge. I think I'm saying that right. I gotta check with you guys
I don't
every
know.
once. Okay, so it's the
Sounds
thing
right.
that spins the blood around like really, really fast, separates the red blood cells from the plasma. Plasma is liquid gold, and what
Okay.
they do is they re-inject that into your skin. So basically, it's supposed to just like get your collagen production levels
Supposed to
like
get your
up.
face popping again.
Exactly, and so, but it's your blood.
That's what I'm saying. How do you get HIV then if it's already your blood?
That's what I'm saying.
I thought, okay, HIV, from my understanding, having never caught it and staying the fuck away from it.
Right.
Ditto.
My understanding is that it dies once it hits the air. So once HIV hits the air, it's dead. It's transmitted from an open wound in your mouth. So, but once it hits the air, from what I understand, it dies.
It's transmitted more. Yeah.
So because blood to blood contact.
Yeah.
It's not.
So it's just like, that's the thing, is it's your blood that they use. So if they're using somebody else's blood during these facials, that's really
unless
disgusting.
it's a dirty needle.
Yeah.
So I don't have all the facts, but let me just tell you, people.
That story was insane on so many levels.
I said this. I'm 41 years old. I'm turning 42. I look damn young for Kourtney Kardashian, by the way, the other day told me I look 28. Now, I know she was lying to my face, but she just turned 40 years old.
She
amazing. Looks fucking good.
She looks great.
I didn't know she was that old.
I think she had been sipping a little bit.
Wait,
when she
hold
told me
on.
this
Back
story.
up there. Don't take those words back. I didn't know she was
I didn't know she was that
old.
young.
Listen, this is what we're going to...
I just switched it.
There you go. We're
No,
going to start...
yeah, because if you
I didn't know she was that young.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm older than her.
Wait,
so we're going to
I
start
didn't know-
addressing
Are you that
ages
young?
levels. Yes.
Oh.
Well, no, it's okay to say you didn't.
I'm level 42.
Listen, when somebody...
Like my favorite 80s group.
Melyssa,
Yes.
you are all of 42. That's young. 42 is young. No, but you all of that 42. Have you multiplied 42 times 365? Bitch, you've been alive almost 15,000 days. I did the math. I've been alive 14,960
I'm just
something
waiting
days.
for somebody to tell me that I look 28. Thank you.
No, but you already know that, though.
That's too old. You look like about 25.
Listen, let me tell you something.
thank you.
I was at Takaya restaurant on Sunset the other day, and this woman's ass, her legs were super thin, and her ass was just big and hanging over like a fucking piece of
saw
snot.
that.
Whenever I see
Piece
you,
of snot.
well, you know what those girls with the fake asses look like. They
Snotty
got
booty.
It ain't even jelly beans anymore. It's just like they just the shit you know how like fix a flat.
Yeah.
When your tire is low and you
Yeah.
just put all that little foam in there, she looked like her ass is about to spit out fix a flat.
I'm just having the most difficult time understanding why they get, why anybody would get these enormous asses when you have toothpicks
Because
for
they
legs.
want niggas, and niggas like fat asses.
But
and
last
these
time
basketball players are
I
used
don't
to
think
bouncing that ball on the court,
Nah.
and they need to bounce that fix a flat in the bed, and it's all good.
Listen,
I don't think women do that for men, though. I think women do it for the other women. When I go on Instagram, like even if I go on your page, the comments will be more so women commenting on your body than a guy.
Right, but she ate
Yeah, that's
corn and
true.
cornbread and greens to get that ass. These girls, they going and getting pumped up at the
But that's what
tire
I'm saying.
shop.
I think they do it for acceptance of other girls. Like I feel like that's what they do it for.
it's I don't like it.
Ladies, I'm giving you a gay man's perspective. We don't want to see your fake asses anymore. It's an epidemic at this point, and I'm going to tell you right now.
Especially here in LA. It's
going out of style.
I want to get a Hollywood Unlocked blue with a red circle around it stamp,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just going to be walking through the streets, and if you got like a fake ass, I'm just going to stamp it.
Stamp the booty.
Period. And then I'll be in the Me Too movement. Huh? Could you imagine they put a gay nigga in the Me Too movement for stamping female asses?
How
does that work?
I know I'll be getting phone calls about that. No, so yes.
Anyway, okay, so anything you working on you want to get
Well,
into?
hold on. Can we talk about Game of Thrones?
Yeah, that's positive.
Can we talk about your ban for my house?
Ooh.
Wait, why?
Wait, not my new home.
Okay.
My apartment building.
So wait, we had a Game of Thrones
Sick.
watch party.
Sick story.
And in the theater of your building, and I mean, I thought it went over fairly well. With the
So, I don't even
exception
have-
of starting on time and kicking people out.
and
of
Chef
the theater.
Roble being insane.
he's an avid fan of Game of Thrones.
Well, I don't even have guests over at my house. I don't think you've ever been to my house. Have you been to my house?
No, I'm in your house
You've
like
been to my
once.
house? Okay, but I don't really have people over. So Melyssa calls and says, I want to have a Game of Thrones watch party in the theater at your building. My former building, by the way, because I've now moved into a house.
Dang.
So I said, yeah, not a problem. So her and Chef Roble, whatever. And then we all brought a few friends. Then my neighbor with his dog who shitted on my carpet came, and his friend and their Connect Four, and my fucking friend AJ who had too much to drink. Anyway, it was a good group of people, but I never knew Game of Throners were this crazy about this show.
No.
Oh
we
yeah.
wild.
Oh yeah.
We returned.
Yeah, but you left
I
by the
was there.
time the episode had ended.
Oh, you missed the finale with these people. Running around the room, screaming at the top of their lungs, dogs running places, Adam falling asleep in the toilet, in the bathroom because he had a little too much to sip on. Adam had a good time.
You were shit faced.
Jason was
That
the
was
Oh, the
hilarious.
funniest part was Adam trying to start the show drunk and started it in the middle of the episode.
And we were like,
all the people started screaming. Yeah, it was a mess.
Jason was the Night King that day, though, man.
my
You
God.
executed everybody in there.
I was not the Night King. I just okay.
Remind me to never go to a
wanna
movie
tell
with
the
you.
story?
Yeah, let's tell the story because y'all told me that it started at 5:30, so I got there on time.
Nigga started at 8.
I get down there, me and Adam is kicking it, and it's these people. You're like, oh, you should run and get some snacks. I'm like, it's already snacks here. Because I guess Melyssa told the people that were there that they can stay and watch the show with us. So they had beer, they had all types of snacks. Your friend is eating all the snacks.
My friend was eating their
He
snacks.
was eating all the snacks.
Was he?
So then I hear Adam get a call, and Jason's like, is it people down there? Well, security's coming to clear them all out. My ass got right out of there. I said, I can't watch these sweet people get kicked out of this movie theater.
they were really, really
They were
nice.
so sweet.
Yeah.
They were nice.
Yeah.
And then an hour later, after being asked repeatedly to leave, they were still there. So when I walked in, what happened?
Y'all gotta get the fuck out of here. Take your shit and go.
I try to avoid the interaction where that happened, and then when I come downstairs with y'all, I'm watching it happen in real time. The lady's packing up her chips and dip and shit.
I felt so bad.
So the guy looks at me and the lady goes, "Hi, so you're Jason?" I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "Hi, I'm so and so." And I go, "Great, now you can leave." Why are y'all still here? Because here's the deal.
Shit
You
was sad.
you teach people how to treat you. Now this is the people watching the show saying he ain't shit. I hate this nigga. But okay, cut this part of the clip. Ready? Here we go. You teach people how to treat you. You really do. Mm-hmm. You really do. You teach people how to disrespect you. You teach people how to run all over you. You teach people the way you carry yourself. God has given me this thing. This thing I don't know called an aura or something. When I walk in a room, people either like me or stay the fuck away from me.
you are an acquired taste.
There ain't no
just like beer.
There's no middle ground of. I went to Travis Scott's birthday party the other night. I walked in the room and in my mind I'm like this innocent little lamb that just found his way into the fucking.
Just stumbled in.
That is not your identifier.
And then it's just
A
like
little lamb.
You know, people retreat. You know, some people want to speak. Hey, Offset, Quavo. Hey, oh, Young Thug over there. Don't know her. Just don't know him. Stay no.
You
Wait. I didn't mean to say that. I meant don't know him.
You're such a liar.
No, I did. I really did. That was a that was just me
Okay.
being shady. Sorry, not intentionally, Thugger. I don't fuck with these rappers. These young rappers will shoot you
Yeah,
in
you
your
better leave
face.
Thug alone.
Stay your ass over there. I ain't got no Thug, no Young, no nothing. Stay. Shout out to you, nigga. I don't even listen to your music.
I barely know who anybody is.
All right.
Yeah. So Game of Thrones, that was exciting.
It was bomb
was.
though.
Yeah, it was
All
exciting.
5 minutes I seen of it, with y'all, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Bran needs his motherfucker, that little wheelchair bound motherfucker. He getting everybody killed. Dragons getting killed. Dogs getting killed.
Meanwhile, everybody, I just want you to know that was Jason's first time watching Game of Thrones.
Yes,
like
it was.
ever.
Did you like it?
He's never seen an episode.
I liked watching you all watch it, but the whole thing, I was like, who is she? Why is she here?
Jason's not the person to go to a movie with. He is going to be like, get out. No. Why is he in there? Why? What's happening?
So-
I'm sitting here just like you. I don't know what's happening, trying to figure it out. Shut the fuck up.
So I'm going into my new house and we're standing in the driveway trying to find, I don't know if you were there this day, but no, you didn't know. We were trying to find a way to get in the house and we're standing there and my friend looks at us and he goes, "There's a family in the driveway."
Oh shit.
And I go, "What the fuck does this mean?"
Oh, you didn't see the movie?
He
And he
hasn't
goes,
seen Us.
"It's in Us." And I go, "I ain't seen Us. I ain't seen Get Out. I ain't seen none of that shit. Do I need to see a movie
Yes.
about, okay, I need to see a movie about a nigga trapped with a white girl that needs to get out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
My daddy, my mama.
You need
You already had to get out?
You need
That
to
nigga got
understand.
out. That nigga, as soon as he got out the pussy, he got out our lives. Nigga, he was never my dad. The fuck?
Okay,
Oh, that's a
so
dark one.
you need to see movies like that because they become cultural references, like
Yeah.
The Sunken Place.
Yeah, but I don't need no nigga rolling up on me at Starbucks when I'm ordering my warm banana bread talking about, you must be in the sunken place. No, bitch, I want a banana bread.
Well, has somebody said that to you because you're ordering?
Don't nobody
banana
try me like that.
bread? Yeah.
By the way, Postmates got some cute ass delivery boys. Like, I don't know how the fuck I need to. This is a feature they need to add to Postmates. Keep this driver coming back. Because there's one nigga who keeps coming back that I don't like. Not that I don't like him. He just
Not cute.
You're not attracted to him?
I'm not attracted to him, but he
just
keeps
delivers
coming.
the food?
At this point, I feel like he's an intern. I'm like, nigga, what? No.
He lives right there. He probably live in your building.
I'm about to, you know what I
That's
did the last
funny.
time? I rated him low.
Yeah. So you want to get him
Damn.
again?
Yes.
Okay.
Thumbs down.
Well, poor guy.
I'm doing
his
thumbs
whole
up and thumbs
grind up.
down based on looks at this point.
I know you are. I know you
You
are.
treating Postmates like Tinder?
If Jenna Frooms roll up at your house with a Postmate, you gonna like her ass.
Yeah.
But then again, Jenna Frooms probably isn't Postmating.
No, probably not. No,
Maybe
she's
on
in the
the side.
Maldives somewhere. Yeah.
This show, I love this show. This is therapy.
This is funny.
People think we prepare. We don't prepare. The reason why, they're all in the comments now. We love the chemistry. Chemistry. Okay, if you are in your house and your man is in his man den and you're upstairs knitting, and your fucking kids got stuckers in their hair outside by the pool, you guys have bad chemistry. That family's broken.
Damn.
Okay? When you have bad chemistry, because I will tell you, they say Jason just was talking and talking and talking on the show. If you feel like you don't have the chemistry to keep a dialogue like this is chemistry, you will just talk forever. But I don't know. I'm so glad you guys are here.
Listen, I want to give a shout out to Amber Riley. We went and saw her at Sayers Club last Friday.
How was that?
And I mean, her voice
Were you
is
there?
a gift from God.
No, I couldn't find a sitter.
This is the problem I have with you, and this is I'm gonna just put this out here right now. I'm gonna put this out here right fucking here
Hopefully
and now.
this will help me too as you put this out there.
And I told the T on YouTube Live to all the thousands of people. So if you're listening and you watched it, I told me and Melyssa Ford and Giovanni. We're going to do a TV deal with Queen Latifah. Were we not?
Mm-hmm.
We had a development deal, did we not?
Mm-hmm.
We signed with an agent, did we not?
Mm-hmm.
We went over there to, I went over there to meet with them with Gio.
Mm-hmm.
And Gio's role was supposed to be the young guy who was not that bright that we dumped on. He was like, that was his role because we had to figure out what his role was. And that worked for our audience. It made people fall in love with him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But he did get left out on purpose, not on purpose, but he was just left out because you just do your thing, I do my thing, and we're friends, like talking all the time, friends. We have been inviting him places.
Yes.
He
I
has
show
not
up.
been. Has he? He did not. There's a couple times he's not showed up.
I showed up.
Game of Thrones, you did show up.
I show up.
He left early.
It did leave early.
Y'all started late. I didn't leave
We
early.
did start-
You had the place booked till 8.
My point is this is.
Why you leave early?
What my
It's
point
not
of all
late.
this is that this show will be everybody here is invited all the time. You are invited all
Oh,
the
you know
time.
I'm gonna pull up.
Now I'm gonna tell you right now. The other day I looked at my team. They said damage can't come because look, the motherfucker been invited. So y'all keep invite. You're invited everywhere.
I'm coming through.
Okay.
I've been you did your Fashion Nova events or
Cardi B's launch party that was fucking lit. Of course, you come in. Oh, you May 8th.
Pretty Little Thing. I was there.
Yes, that was lit. Can you come to the cookout?
Yeah, I'm
Can you
coming
come
to the
the
cookout.
scab?
I came to
Can
the-
you come to the scab removal party? Can you come to the scrape our feet because we got to walk on these haters movie? Yeah,
That's
we need to
right.
do that. Okay. No, but we have big things coming, and hopefully the audience continues to stick with us. And you guys have been here from day one. We appreciate you putting up with our fuckery and the transition and the rotating chairs and the rotating guests and the rotating hosts. And but let me be extremely clear: Melissa's not a rotating host. She was a founding party and a real important part of the show. And I love. What do you think about the fans who hated you before you leave, but now all of a sudden you are the. By the way, I went to your Instagram.
She's
A
back.
stoic and ethereal. What the fuck is that?
Esoteric and ethereal. Okay. It basically means that I float into a motherfucking room, okay? And I'm wordy.
That sound like houses of
I
Game
love
of Thrones.
that.
You can't have it. You can't have it.
No. I don't want to be that's feminine.
Yeah, you definitely
Is it?
not esoteric and ethereal.
If I walked in a
fuck's
room
sake.
and be like,
Ethereal.
yo, I'm on the money team. I'm
Ethereal.
esoteric. Eso what?
Esoteric.
Keep that shit.
Okay.
Ethereal sound like my name in Game of Thrones.
Ethereal is kind of like it's almost, you know, when I've got like my bohemian kind of like the dress floats as I'm walking and the hair like I've got a
ethereal.
wind machine 5 feet in front of me. That's a very
So Beyonce
ethereal.
is that.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, she would.
Taylor
she
Swift
would-
is that.
What would be Michelle? Would she be ethereal? No.
Michelle.
Yeah.
No.
I'm
Michelle is depressing in a home, ain't she? We're not gonna do that.
She's okay.
We're not gonna do this. This is May is Mental Health Awareness Month.
It is.
and we are gonna let Michelle Williams get through May. June fires, bitch. I'm back.
Oh God, leave her alone.
No, for real.
I was, that was one of the things that kind of happened while I was still in recovery was
man.
her, just basically telling the world that she was checking herself into a mental health facility.
Depression real.
And I thought, everybody was just like, sending her all these supportive messages. I was like, half y'all are the reason why she was depressed in the first place.
Yeah, she held on for a long time, too.
I mean, people are just they just drop a random comment. I'm like, I challenge you to say out loud what you're about to type. And if you wouldn't say it to like your friends or your family, then just don't type it. Don't
that
say
won't
that
work
to
for me
somebody.
because I do.
I know, Jason. I know.
But let me ask
You're
you.
the exception to the rule. For fuck's sake.
What do you think about the fans who were negative
hated,
before and now? How have you looked at that?
I take it with a grain of salt. I think that I love how engaged they are. Whether it is that they have a difference of opinion from whatever it is that I'm expressing, and they just happen to express it in their own very special way, like, fuck this bitch, she sucks, I hate her guts. It's fine. At least you're here.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
But that I like that I've curried some good favor, I guess, at this point. There was a litmus test of what is it going to look like if Melyssa's gone? Well, now y'all motherfuckers know.
Mm-hmm. And guess what? What would y'all motherfuckers feel if I wasn't here? But don't tell me on the thing. No, people have to understand. I have thick skin. I can take it. You can just listen. As long as y'all are talking. Mm-hmm. I got good news today. They called me and said Wendy Williams is about to invite me on her motherfucking show.
Hey.
So hopefully by the time this airs, I have a date. And when I tell you, yes, Instagram, it's gonna be all over there because that is the queen I'm excited.
She's looking really
very
good.
She's looking great.
Her movements are better too. That's how
she
I
has
look
a lot
for her
more
health.
energy.
Yeah,
I don't know if
she
you've
looks
watched
like
that run to the chair when she first come out is faster than it's ever been.
She's dropped an enormous burden.
Yeah.
The
She
marriage.
she dropped that nigga weight. No, you dropped that nigga weight. I'm telling you.
He created a whole family behind her back. I mean, that's insidious. I just used
that she funded.
Yeah.
damn.
Oh, that would hurt.
But do you feel like she's gonna move on, or she's just gonna, probably stay
She
doing
had
her
her
thing?
eye on somebody's security guard that was on a red carpet the other night. Was it Cardi's?
Price. Shout out to Price. Price was looking good last night on the Billboard Awards. Price, you better start Price getting money now because them suits is right. He got that lineup. That beard is lined up right. Price is actually one of the nicest people that I've met, and I love the fact that a lot of celebrities who know me, their security don't really deal with me as much. They'll always be looking like, do y'all want this nigga here? But none of them will physically try. I ain't gonna tell you whose security physically tried me. Not like he didn't grab me, but he just put his arm up. Nigga, I'm not no running back, bitch. You better put that motherfucking arm down. But anyway, I let him live because she didn't want none anyway. But as far as Price goes, he's looking good over there.
Well, Wendy noticed. Yeah, Wendy knows. She is literally like, I don't even have to hide anything anymore.
Price,
like,
you better get smart.
I mean, she took the man off of. So the man was the executive producer and her manager and executive producer of her show, and she took him off.
She got fired.
Once a motherfucker take a ring off, it ain't all the way over. But when a nigga start taking your credits down, taking your fucking dropping your money, she gave him $10 million to walk away. Like, come on. I mean, the nigga is just out. And I hope for her sake, he's out. I will say though, I do want to see Charlamagne the God on the Wendy Williams show, and I do want to see Wendy Williams on the Breakfast Club.
That'd be crazy.
That would be really interesting.
That's a
for the culture, just one time.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. Because he said that Kevin was is it Kelvin or Kevin?
Kevin.
Because I've seen both. Okay.
Kelvin is the motherfucker that be getting our notes wrong for the show. He's over there in the corner.
Hey, Kelvin.
Nah, they ain't wrong. Kelvin's doing a great job.
Yeah, no, he was not only was he out creating a whole other family behind her back,
she was paying for it.
She was paying for it, but it seemed that he was like, he really had like that whole like kind of possessive thing and very controlling of her life, and so certain relationships just couldn't breathe. Exactly. Thank you.
So if you were with a guy or you were with a woman, and you found out your partner was funding a whole other bitch, or a whole other nigga. Wait, I looked the wrong way, nigga.
Yeah.
I was feeling that comment. That was no shade though. Would you feel like you had the right to go repossess their shit?
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah.
And 100,000%. Yeah.
And I want to be there when it happens.
Yes. I'm going to find ways to
bring me my shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got me fucked up. It's not.
So I feel a certain way. My ex got out of prison, and he's looking a lot better than he was before prison. And I'm thinking, nigga,
that usually happens.
That prison glow.
No, but I need this one too. You know, like I already had the other one. Like you had me before I was at my best. I had you before you was at your best. Now that we both at our best,
Wait,
we need to have each other back.
He's at his best when he got out of prison.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. That mustache is thicker. I mean, he's just doing good.
That right arm is, heftier. Okay.
All right. Anyway, so we're gonna move right along. We're a while into the show, but rest in peace, John Singleton.
Yes.
How crazy is that?
That broke my heart.
51.
51, first of all, is just way too young, number one. And number two, when I read the reports that he had suffered a stroke, I thought to myself, ooh, this isn't good. I just thought it's not going to end well. I felt like they were kind of downplaying what had actually happened, the severity of the situation. But my dad passed away in pretty much the same manner as John Singleton. Suffered a stroke. He wasn't getting enough oxygen to his brain.
Oh my God.
When they brought him to the hospital, they put him in a drug-induced coma, which is what John was put into. And I guess there was just no brain activity. When my father, he was in a coma for 2 weeks, which I think is about the same amount of time that John was in a coma. And they'd taken him off the drugs that kept him in the coma, and my father just never woke up. And
oh my God.
So John's family eventually took him off life support, which I believe my mother did too. They said my father passed away, but I've never believed it. I've always believed that my mother just made the decision to take him off of life support. And if my dad had woken up, he would have been extraordinarily compromised. He would have been blind. He would have been deaf. My father was a superhero. There's no way that I would have wanted that man to live like that. So I mean, blessing, I don't even know if that's the word, but it was a very sad day for a lot of people. John Singleton's responsible for a lot of careers, like having started Morris Chestnut, Lawrence Fishburne, Angela Bassett, all of Nia Long. Boys in the Hood continues to be such a prolific movie.
It's a staple. And even outside of that, people that are growing up now that want to be actors and actresses, they looked at those films as the cursor of, this is why I want to get into it. I love Boys in the Hood growing up. I love Baby Boy growing up. And for me, it just shows really the age difference on social media. Like when Nipsey passed, you seen all of this outcry, right? Now we lose somebody like John Singleton, and I'm seeing posts here and there, of course, but I don't see that outcry. We just lost a legend, and he's never stopped. At 24 years old, he was directing these movies. At 24, you know what I was doing at 24 years old? Not a damn thing like that.
I was fucking everything. I was fucking. So I remember 23.
Jason, hold on.
Sorry. Wait, is it appropriate?
No.
Not yet.
Let's go. We're going back to John, please.
Back to
Thank you.
John.
Jeez Louise. Can we focus on this man's legacy?
That was like the 23.
I know. Yeah,
Okay, sorry.
It triggered you?
Jeez Louise.
Y'all saw that picture on Instagram with that long hair? That nigga was a mess.
I mean,
all types of niggas and women just
bring it right back
Sorry,
around.
sorry.
Okay.
I felt like
poetic justice. Just the ideal of pairing Janet Jackson and Tupac, two of the biggest opposites in terms of public perception. And Tupac being this rebel and this very black power, black community figure,
like an activist.
Thank you. And then Janet Jackson, who was raised in privilege, isolated, very clean and
Very
sterile.
clean image, yep.
Until we found out Bobby Brown was busting that back out. God damn.
breaking it down.
Anyway, putting them together on camera. And then a young Regina King. And Joe, Terry. Was it Joe Terry? Yeah, in the mail.
I know you're talking about.
Remember Regina King and Joe were fucking in the mail.
Brushing his hair. The dude was always brushing his hair.
Right. Jennifer Lewis,
Jennifer Lewis.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, so the idea that he was able to put all that together and the vision to bring that to life is amazing. I mean, he's left a really amazing imprint, I think, on our culture and for all of us to remember.
I'm sad that he never got to win, the big award, the Oscar. I mean, he was nominated for an Oscar for Boys in the Hood when he was only 24 years old. And I agree with you. I thought that it was a little muted in terms of, just the, just what was going on social media, like, just everybody talking about it. It was a little quiet.
I definitely wanted more for John Singleton because, like, Nipsey Hussle was prolific in what he was doing, with his career. John Singleton has done so much for our people. And I was like, I just wanted to see more. Growing up in Philly, I would have never known what LA even looked like if it wasn't for John Singleton movies. Like, he was helping people see like geography through these movies. It was so much going on. I'm looking at social media and I'm like, I wish there was more outcry for this too. We just lost a legend.
Yeah, and I always really liked, how he wrote his characters. You know what I mean? They were flawed individuals. Tyrese, baby boy,
Yeah.
Jesus, but I mean, I really always liked the way that Lawrence Fishburne, his character Furious Styles, was written in Boys in the Hood. It's still such an iconic movie to this day. A lot of times movies kind of lose their steam as they get older.
Yeah.
And it's still like I can watch it tomorrow and feel the exact same emotions come to the surface watching that movie.
Well, John Singleton will continue to live in all of us. And I think that it was, I've already started the process of the micronutrient testing, the stress, getting all my stress markers and this and that. And now I know the things I need to fix. And I'm actually going to be, I love and have been inspired by your fitness content and what you're doing with your journey and telling my team, like, we got to step it up, because Get Fit or Die Trying was an idea that I had that I'm going to put it out there and do it. But then I've, not that I'm feeling the depression anymore, but I am feeling anxiety with the expectation now of doing it. And that is like overwhelming me on top of everything I'm having. But I went through the whole physical work. And so once she called me, the doctor called me to give me my results, I said, I want to redo this consultation online where we can film it and put it up. So I think more people, specifically more Black people too, need to just go in and really look at,
figure that out,
all of what's really working within their bodies. And I will say, with the passing of Nipsey Hussle and all of the conversation about Dr. Sebi and kind of starting to really like peek into what that is, I had caught a sinus infection.
Ooh.
I think it was a sinus infection, but I had a lot of mucus in my head, and because I've had bad sinuses in my family, all my siblings have bad sinuses. I started paying attention to mucus. I think people listening, if you just pay attention to mucus in your body, when you're clearing your nose, when you're clearing your throat, when you're sneezing, all of that, just pay attention to how often you're doing it. It's frequent. And I'm looking at like herbal remedies and things to start taking. Like, I really feel like if we want to be around for a while, we do have to pay better attention.
Oh, yeah.
And the stress, though, of it all, because life is overwhelming. And I will say that I'm trying to mentally understand how I put the whole world, my work, my followers, my this, that, the things that all really don't really matter in the long run, in front of myself.
Yeah.
That's the crazy. Like,
deep.
even if I say I'm going to do this for the next 30 days.
Yeah.
By day 4, I'm already off because everything else in the world takes.
Do you know how
priority.
often you've asked this question in some form or fashion for the last 3 years?
But the anxiety of why I can't find that answer is very crazy. But
because you are insane.
You might need some weed.
no.
Yeah.
See, look, he say no. You need some all that anxiety.
Chill out.
You need to
I
smoke
need to
some
meditate.
weed.
Okay, so
That too.
part of my plan is I do have to start meditating. So I hit Karuchi for this app. She has an app I'll share with you that she said is amazing. I do have to start
I've got
meditating.
one.
And you do? Which one do you use?
It's called Insight Timer.
Okay. I'll get you the name of the one that she uses, but my doctor says I have to get blackout shades to start having the deepest form of sleep.
REM.
Going through the whole sleep apnea test stuff now. It's
That's
a lot.
important.
I got to do a shot. Like, we're going through all this stuff. It's crazy.
Well, John's family wants to, even though they're in a lot of pain, they just wanted to let everybody know that, John had suffered silently with hypertension for a very long time. And they said in a statement, like many African Americans, Singleton quietly struggled with hypertension. More than 40% of African American men and women have high blood pressure, which is very true, which also develops earlier in life and usually more severe. His family wants to share the message with all to please recognize the symptoms by going to heart.org. And I have a friend who is a cardiologist, and he has told me, so the statistics of Black women suffering from heart disease is the number one cause of death in Black women. And the reason why, by way of my cardiologist, he was like, they don't want to work out. Why? Because they don't want to sweat out their hair. I'm like, okay.
Damn.
Yeah, he was like, how many
For
women,
the culture.
How many women have come to his office to say, he was like, you need to get more exercise, blah, blah, blah. And then there's always a comment about hair or
Vanity.
But isn't that true, though?
I understand. I get it, but I'm sorry. I'm not I'm gonna throw a wig on. I'm gonna get some braids. I'm gonna get some cornrows. I'm gonna make it hot for myself because I want to live a really, really long life, and I want to live a healthy life. I want to be able to function at a high level for a really long time because I have a lot of goals. I want to go a lot of places. I want to hike Machu Picchu. I want to hike the Mount Kilimanjaro. I want to walk the entire, well, at least half of the Wall of China or something like that. I have things that I want to do with my time left on this earth, and having to deal with illness, it would just get in my way.
Yeah, for sure.
And then it's costly.
Well, let me tell everybody out there, this is the educational part of this show, because I said I was going to swim every day. And I went and I sent my staff to go buy me a Speedo cap and some fucking goggles because I didn't want to fuck up my hair. Because I felt like swimming fucks up my hairline. I got filming. I got shit I got to do. So I swam and I had that little Speedo cap on. I took that shit out. There was water all in there. So I realized that the Speedo cap is not to keep your hair dry. It's to keep hair out of your face.
Well, then you don't need a Speedo cap.
I'm done swimming. Now I'm over it. But anyway, it is Anyway, this journey's been amazing. So, and it's still going to be amazing.
Okay. Well, we are, saddened to, to have to report that John Singleton has passed away, but he's left an indelible mark on all of our lives and the lives of people.
Absolutely.
That he, helped start their careers. All right, peeps, it's time for another Hollywood hookup.
Yes.
It's springtime, the time of year when seeds grow into flowers and you grow into being an adult. I know something about this because I just got my credit right. However, what I did do a long time ago, which I'm very proud of myself, it was one step towards adulthood, was I protected my family financially by investing in life insurance.
It's important.
Do you have life insurance?
I do have life insurance.
You have to because you have a child.
I do.
You've got to take care of the
Didn't
kid.
have it at first, though.
Thankfully, Policy Genius makes it easy to get that financial security without the growing pains. Policy Genius is the easy way to buy life insurance online. In just 2 minutes, you can compare quotes from top insurers to find your best price.
That's clutch.
And it's really not that expensive, huh?
Oh, okay. It's easy on the pockets?
It's easy on the pockets. Once you apply, the Policy Genius team will handle all the paperwork and the red tape.
Okay.
No commissions, no hidden fees, because they like to stick those in there. Just financial protection and peace of mind with no strings attached.
There you go.
And they don't just simplify life insurance, they also make it easy to compare and buy home insurance, auto insurance, and disability insurance.
Everything you
I
need.
wish I'd had disability insurance when I'd had my car wreck, but I did not know about Policy Genius at the time. So next time you stop to smell the roses, pull out your phone and head to policygenius.com.
That's right.
That's policygenius.com. Spring is here. Kick it off by nipping life insurance in the bud.
Whoa.
And that's your Hollywood hookup, honeys.
Okay, so we got to talk Remy Ma. She just turned herself in for the alleged assault of Brittany Taylor, who is a Love and Hip Hop co-star.
Gang, gang.
Yes. So she surrendered herself to the 13th precinct in Manhattan, and she's out on a $1,500 bail for apparently punching Brittany Taylor in the face at a charity event.
$1,500?
$1,500
That's
with the bail.
it?
That's it. It's just a little simple assault. But would you call that a snitching situation?
Yeah, because, well, let's back up. First of all, it's established very clearly, I'm a snitch. You attacked me, I'm calling the police.
So you would do the same thing?
Yeah, but I don't think she should have did it.
I mean, did she? I don't really get I don't know their dynamic. Do you feel like Brittany Taylor, did she edge this on? Was it an on-site disagreement? Like, I don't know where this even stemmed from.
I'm deferring to Jason here. I have no idea what the hell's going on.
Yeah, I don't know where this stemmed from. So
Some are saying it was over a video. Some saying the girl provoked her. But either way, I feel like when you talk shit, there are consequences that come with talking shit.
people don't feel like that happens anymore, though. They feel like they can talk all this shit on Instagram, and then when you see them, it's supposed to be like, no, I'll see you when I get back on Instagram. Like, we don't have to do this in real life.
Well, but then there's the other side of this, right? There's consequences for everything. So if you do run up on somebody, like, okay, on one hand, if you say shit and you talk shit and shit happens, then you got to be able to accept the consequences. On the other side of it, if you do talk shit, just know that something could happen.
Remy just got out of jail.
No, she just got out of prison.
Prison.
It's different.
How long was
But
she there?
got out of
Like
prison.
8 years?
Did she stab? She stabbed. She
shot somebody.
Shot somebody.
Stabbed, shot. I don't want the smoke with Remy. I love her personally.
I do too.
But no, because she's really awesome. So this is a person who's proven that she's not really about
with the
that.
shits.
She's with the shits. I'm not picking a fight with her.
But that's the person you pick
doing
on
that.
because they're on probation or whatever, and you feel like
Then
you can.
you're just an asshole.
Exactly.
Then you're just an asshole.
You antagonize because if you do something to me, you're going to go back to jail.
Well, I don't know if she's on probation anymore. Is she
Well,
off
I'm just
She
saying.
might be off parole.
She has a record.
Yeah, but she has a record. And she just gave birth to a baby. She just got married. I mean, the woman she's glowed up. She has her show State of the Union on Revolt with Joe Budden.
Good
She's
show.
successful. She's doing her thing. And I always tell Pap and Remy, I love them together. Like, I love how he waited for her, and I love how she stayed loyal to him. But listen, you chose to fight with the wrong bitch.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.
She bad it.
That's what happened. So I wish them well, and I hope Remy doesn't have to go back to prison, because who babysits your baby when you go to prison?
Pat.
No.
You got to leave him
Pap
with
ain't
Pat.
about Pap. He gotta watch the baby all the time.
You got to leave him with Pat.
Fathers don't do that.
Pap looked like a good dad, though.
He looks like a good dad when you're about 7 or 10.
True.
No, Pap is a good dad, but he's not going to be sitting there holding this baby in a manger all day, every day. Fuck, we need Remy. I'm riding with Remy on this, and you know what, Brittany? I will say,
Oh Lord, here we go.
no, you made your bed. Now you got to lay in them silk sheets.
Hey.
Okay, in other white news, what's going on?
Justin Bieber, man, I guess he's not feeling what Eminem got going on. So a few months, Eminem dropped an album called Kamikaze. And Justin Bieber, I don't know why I decided recently to check out the album. He was listening to the song The Ringer. And on Instagram, he posted a screenshot saying he likes the flow, but he doesn't like that Eminem is kind of dissing a new wave of rappers, right? So basically, that's what's going on. I don't know why Justin Bieber waited till this time because the album been out, but yes, Eminem has been on a little spree.
Well, Justin Bieber has been, he got married. He's been, I swear,
This is the same nigga who kicked a fan in the face for whatever, or walked off stage and pouted like a little bitch. I'm tired of people finding Jesus and then all of a sudden want to shove it down our throats like a big ass dick. Here's the deal, Justin. Be happy and jump for Jesus. If Haley Baldwin, what's her name? Halle Bieber?
Halle Bieber.
Halle Bieber.
Haley Bieber Baldwin. Say that 5 times fast.
Ooh, my chest
Halle
feel a little
Bieber
tight. My chest feel a little tight. Might have to go to the doctor. No, but I mean, I don't like when people find Jesus and then all of a sudden now
They deliver.
We all bad and everything is bad and everything we do is bad, when this is what it is.
Well, I guess I'm seeing here, Bieber must have just caught wind of this, that Eminem rapped about him in one of his lines. Doesn't seem like a direct diss, but kind of used him, Justin Bieber, in a Catholic school selling dust and reefer when your back is to him.
The game said he slept with all the Kardashians. Why he didn't come for the game? Why don't you come for Kodak Black, who attacked Nipsey Hussle by trying to get with Lauren London? Spend your time focused on some shit that matters. And I'm tired, and I'm going to just say this. This is how you know the world is coming to an end. Because now white people are beefing with each other. It's just white. I mean, do white people do this?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess so.
Slash ain't never called Travis Barker like, bitch, I'm going to kill you when I see you in the streets. Or right?
Was it on site?
No, they haven't. But
Well, Eminem did just beef with Machine Gun Kelly, and that's white on white crime right there.
I like Machine Gun Kelly.
And he got at Eminem too. He got at him. Did you hear that?
I listened to Little
You
Dragon.
don't care? You don't like Machine Gun Kelly, or you just don't have an opinion?
I like
But you
him.
didn't hear the diss to Eminem.
No,
Just
I did
that
not.
one?
I did not.
It was
hear
good.
It. Yeah.
It was
Okay.
good.
Well,
So, Melyssa, what do you think about this? What do you think about the Justin Bieber and this Eminem guy?
I mean, I think that
Eminem guy.
I think Eminem, he comes from the school of thought in which, MCs were lyricists. You were known for your ability to, come up with lyrics off the cuff, be able to battle rap with each other. And it's just like, it just seems like the new age rappers are kind of getting a cakewalk on, mumbling through songs with some hot beats and tracks and stuff like that. I can't get it.
Now, coming
A
from,
little bit.
I'm looking at your career, right? You've done a lot of things that people aspire to do today. But do you go out there and go on your platform and hate on young women that may want to, do what you did when you were coming up? Or do you just
it's
kind of...
almost like the version of what you did versus the Instagram model, and you've had opinions about that.
Oh, you did?
Well, I'm not going to publicly state things that could be seen as me disparaging another woman, because at the end of the day, it's just too easy to pit women against each other, and I'm just not going to subscribe to that school of thought.
Okay.
Just for the simple fact of I'm not trying. I just don't want to be a part of that trend. I think it's irresponsible, and I don't like it. So if I have a personal opinion about somebody, my friends are probably going to know what I think about that person. But I will. You're never going to be able to find tweets of me talking shit about somebody. You're never going to be able to dig things up of me speaking disparagingly about people, because I'll keep my personal feelings to myself, but it's not meant for public consumption.
We should edit this and put in a video, like go back to the Hazel E interview, because that was iconic.
She asked for it.
But that's what I will say.
But I was still dignified in my read. She asked for it. She was sitting there lying, and I was just like, "We're not going to do this today. We're not going to sit here."
Let me tell you something. If ever I was to.
This was Jason.
You know, if I was a woman and I could get wet, that would have been the interview. It was everything.
Yeah. This is Jason. Damn it.
But I will say this, Jason, right? Eminem, rap legend, one of my favorite rappers of all time, right? Mm-hmm. Very rich, very successful, always stays in his house, stays to himself, but comes out with an album out of nowhere, dissing young rappers. With that kind of platform, with that kind of money, it's never a mentorship in hip hop. There's always people complaining. All this platform, he can have a summit. He can bring people to his house. I've watched Puff bring artists to his house and listen to their music. Mm-hmm. Eminem can do that. So why go on there and battle rap young rappers? Like, you're way above that. You're rich. You're famous.
Well, there was when I had me and Lil Yachty, I think, are in better places today. But there was the time where
beef with Lil Yachty. What happened?
I didn't have a beef with him. I just said I remember I did the interview with Soulja Boy and Floyd, and I was like, who was this Lil Yachty boat guy? And like, he recreated the interview. Basically made me sound like a grandpa. But I mean, I've been able to like look at it now through different lenses and see like he is created an entire cult following of people who want this guy to be their guy, and I've been able to see him, keep a clean image, create a very profitable brand with very big companies like Sprite and Target. So there has to be a level of respect, but it also it goes back to like that respect being reciprocated, because I do remember there were rappers who came in the game basically saying like Tupac and Biggie wasn't shit.
Who is it that said that?
Listen,
I think it was Kodak. Wasn't it Kodak Black that said that?
I don't know
who.
Listen, I don't know who said it. What I'm saying is there were rappers who came in the game disrespecting rap legends.
Right? Yes.
You can't come in and say. I mean, you got Jacquees saying that he is the R&B king. How? Who? Where? Now you're good, but R&B what? So that means Bobby Brown's not important. That means Tank's not the king, but he's definitely closer to the king.
He's general.
Somewhere. Yeah, he's somewhere.
He's the general.
So it's like one of those things where, Jacquees had said that, and that created a whole debate in the R&B community. Now I think Eminem stepping up and saying, like, if we gonna rap, this is rap. Arguably, kids nowadays that are used to digital download would say, no, Kodak Black is rap. I don't know one Kodak Black song.
Word.
The only reason
Kodak Black some slappers.
What was that?
Calling My Spirit? Oh, man. You heard Kodak Black songs. You be in the clubs. Don't try to act like you don't know no Kodak Black.
The clubs I go to don't play Kodak
Yes,
Black.
They do.
If they do.
You're just not aware of it,
You're just
darling.
not listening to it.
If they do, that's typically because it sounds like white noise in the background. Because anytime it's not a song that I know the words to or a beat that I, thump to, I just don't want to hear it.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Side note, just as a FYI, Justin is married to a Haley, and Eminem's daughter's name is Haley.
I see what you did there.
Oh, all right. Segue artist over there. Okay. So anyways, in current events, this is hilarious. A drunk woman was arrested after she called the 911 operator and asked how to kill her boyfriend.
Wow. That's who you call.
Yeah. I was like, okay, this either happened in New York or Florida. New York. There we go. In New York, a woman was arrested over the weekend after she contacted 911 and asked how to kill her 76-year-old boyfriend. Well, just wait a couple of minutes, honestly.
No, some people are living longer. These ain't black people.
Okay. We don't know that.
Google it. Because this nigga ain't have hypertension. This a motherfucker that's sitting up, laid up, watching MASH. And he is not dying anytime soon.
MASH. Well, the chick's name was last name is Cotton, so I don't know. I don't know. It could go either way.
Cotton.
It could go either way.
Exactly.
It could go either
Okay, so what's up?
Okay, so police say she was intoxicated when she made the call. You don't say.
Yeah.
54-year-old Zelda L. Cotton, real name.
Zelda.
Zelda L.
baby.
Cotton, okay?
Now, see, and this is why you have to
sounds
go.
like a superhero.
This is why you have to go back to the ages. How old is the woman?
She's 54.
54.
Okay, my grandmother, she was 92. But either way,
Yeah.
Maybelle. If she was a black woman, they got different names. Our people got different names.
Zelda.
Zelda L. Cotton sounds like a superhero to me, but
Actually,
she's
no.
really actually my spirit animal after reading the story. She attacked her 76-year-old boyfriend over the weekend inside of a home in Tonawanda. They're in Buffalo. Okay?
Buffalo.
Yes.
Upstate New
That's
York.
way up.
Yeah, they're in
Okay,
Buffalo.
so you've never been with nobody that you wanted to die?
No. I wanted to die.
He's young.
Oh,
I got time.
How old are you?
28.
Yeah, you're young.
I got some time.
Have you ever been with somebody that you wanted to die? An ex?
yeah.
That you wanted to-
Well, I mean,
That you just, if you could.
I wouldn't be mad if he just happened to step out on the street
And a taxi.
and a taxi just came by and whoosh, you know, like I wouldn't be like, oh my god, okay, this sounds terrible. Maybe if it broke his leg, I'd be like, shit sucks for you, you know, but not necessarily death. Anyways, she attacked him with a VCR tape and a leaf blower battery. And then when she contacted 911, she asked the operator if there were other ways to kill her boyfriend because her previous methods didn't work. Zelda L. Cotton, you are my spirit animal.
But why get arrested for that? I mean, she was thinking of killing
She
him.
was attacking his old ass.
she'd attacked him with a VCR
I
tape.
mean, but if he didn't
and a
die,
battery.
then clearly it was a love tap.
No, it apparently was. So she was arrested and charged with
This
endangering.
nigga, I know this nigga was like, what the fuck is happening?
Well, she was arrested and charged with endangering the welfare of an elderly person and criminal possession of a weapon, a VCR tape, and a leaf
The
blower
leaf blower battery is
So-
probably heavy.
So was she beating him with it?
Yeah,
Yes.
she's fucking him up.
Yes. And so she's being held on $5,000 bail.
She
I
ain't
don't
got
think he's
that.
coming to get her. I don't think he's
I
coming to
think
get
she
her.
wanted the insurance money.
I
Take
don't
him
know.
out. Take
Listen,
him out.
They
with
have a
tape.
VCR. I don't think that he's got much, and he's 76 years old. I do not think that it's going to be a massive payout.
Let me
even
ask
if
you
he
if
did
I'm,
die.
let me ask you if I'm the only person that does this. Do you guys ever find yourself in a situation with people, places, or things that you feel like you have to text one person an update so in case something happens, somebody knows?
That's just you.
You've never done that. You've never said like, I'm going to this club with so and so, and I'm just letting you know because shit go down.
I'm not hanging out with people that I gotta be sending out like in case
okay.
I go missing
We're not
and
gonna
my body's found.
We're not going to do that. You have had friends that have had you in vicarious situations that you.
You said vicarious. Oh, you know what I want to call you right now?
What?
All right, Gio.
What's
Why is that the wrong word?
It's not
Yeah.
vicarious?
What's vicarious mean?
Vicarious.
Oh, to live vicariously through you.
Yeah. Like I'm not there, but I'm enjoying the experience through you.
So that's vicarious.
You're talking about precarious. A precarious
No, I was
situation.
thinking
You
about
sound like dragon
I was,
names.
I was thinking about the time your friend gave Trey Songz head, but you weren't there, but you were able to live through her.
I did not want to live through her. She did what
Okay,
she wanted
let me
to
back.
do.
Yeah, but anyway, my point is,
I had nothing to do with that shit.
Okay, fuck all that. My
Okay.
bad. I'm sorry. I'm living vicariously through not being
Through
vicarious. Precarious. Okay.
Precarious
If you're in a
situation.
precarious situation, don't you feel a need to reach
Yeah.
out and tell somebody? Like I will text my sister and be like, "This nigga just like I think he has a gun, but he ain't gonna use it towards me. But I want you to know this is his Facebook in case something happens."
I feel like women do that though. Like you might go over somebody's house or you got to send the text like, yo, I'm here.
Do you know how much research I've done on somebody before I just share close quarters with them? I went to school for forensic psychology to study serial killers, profile them. So the
How many have you dated
serial killers?
that if you had to profile?
Maybe one.
I know exactly who.
Maybe one. But yeah, no. I would sooner send a text to say, "Hey, I'm in this Uber," because you know shit goes down in
There you
Uber.
go.
Exactly. This is the license plate. Share my ride. You know what I'm
I've
saying?
never done that.
That's pretty much it. This is where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
This is who's got me right now. And if I don't end up in my destination, go get him.
I remember one day I posted somebody was like, "Yeah, we gonna get you. We gonna get you." I said, "You better hope I don't have this red bag with me. You gonna get a fucking surprise.
You gonna get got."
But do you ever tell anybody like I'm gonna be with this group of people? Or I'm with this person.
When I go back home, I do that. My mom makes sure I do that. Like if I go
Philly.
back to if I go back to my like, I'm going back here just to let you know because people get worried about you, and you never know the energy when you go back home and you ain't been there for a while. You don't know the energy you're gonna get when you get back. You assume everybody's gonna be happy.
That's a real life question. How is it going back to Philly? Because I mean, now people, you
out here.
Your name rings bells.
It's a good thing.
Your face is everywhere,
in
kind of thing.
Philly, but when you go back to your neighborhood specifically, that can be can be different.
Why do y'all do that?
Got to.
No.
Weren't you just in Stockton?
Excuse me. Can I be clear? I drove that big old Mercedes right up in the driveway.
I pull up.
Ran to the door. I knocked 3 knocks. I waited like 10 seconds. Nobody answered. I got back in that car and left. You know why? Because the last time I was leaving my aunt's house and I walked out to go get in the car. Mm-hmm. And this car hit the corner too fast and all my cousins started running. I was like, this is why I don't come over. Like, I'm done. I'm out. No, I don't feel the need to go back anymore. I'm sorry. I don't.
I do. I'm from a bad neighborhood, but I can't say I would be here without my neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Like where I was coming up and the position I took, it wasn't DJs everywhere at 13 growing up. My neighborhood protected me and they helped guide me. They pushed me into college. Like, this is what you need to do. So I have to go back and give that love, like, and then when I go back, everybody's locked up anyway, so it's not that dangerous.
I think you
ain't nobody there.
I think Nipsey changed a lot of that for me. I'm sorry. I think with Nipsey, there's a lot of rappers out here that need to get shot in the face, and Nipsey ain't one of them. No, this is the realest shit. And there's people listening right now that'll say, I may not like how he said it, but that's real shit. Nipsey should not be dead. I'm like still in shock.
Yeah.
I just got his obituary. They sent me another copy because I gave my copy to Tiffany Haddish because she wasn't able to make it. And just going through it again and reading his brother's statement and just I'm like too young, too poppin', too positive, too brilliant. Like, nah, for me, I'm all for going back and maybe starting programs. Have an event to raise awareness and bring people together for conversations or use my platform or my resources to like help. But like, I'm not hanging on the block no more. The block is dead. That's done for me. And it's not about keeping it real because I feel like our culture is so married to keeping it real, not snitching when a nigga attacks you. Nah, you attack me, I'm telling. You shoot me, I've been shot. Guess what I did? I walked right in that courthouse. Your Honor, where's the seat? I don't want a front row. I need the seat that puts these niggas away. He did it. They all did it. And I'm going to tell you right now, you roll up on me, motherfucker, you kiss your family goodbye because I'm telling everything. In fact, I'm going to tell them, check your credit. Check your credit. Check your taxes. Check your garage. Everything. If I think you got some weed, that nigga got weed in his left pocket. Because our culture has to be, we owe each other the ability to see our kids graduate. Your son, you need to be able to see your son graduate.
No, that's true.
Your son graduating and telling a story about how his dad died trying to come back to the block and help people. It may be inspiring to other kids in the audience whose dads died, but like that don't need to be your kid's story. And the hood don't give a fuck about your kid. The hood don't give a fuck about your kid because they killing our kids. They killing us. I'm not saying that the hood is a place that is dark and gloomy and there's no love there and there's no community. There's all that. There's all of that.
Be smart.
I'm saying be smart.
You gotta be smart.
And don't feel that. Don't let that sense of obligation and because you're a good person and you have a heart for young women. Don't let that goodness in you that, people should feel and touch and be able to receive overwhelm better judgment. Because there are people that may look at you, and I was watching O'Shea Jackson's interview on The Breakfast Club this morning. And he was talking about how he has to move different now, because at first it was cool that he was the Ice Cube son, but then it was like, he was like that coolness and liking it brought snakes into his garden that made him susceptible to being vulnerable.
Envy breeds contempt.
And it's crazy because I've never looked at one person. Have you ever looked at, nah, I already know the answer. Y'all ain't never looked at one person and said, damn, I wish I had that, to the point to where
you want to do something
to get there.
Crazy,
shit.
Yeah, no.
I've never been that person.
What's for you is for you. What's for me is for me. The universe designs it all. That's.
But some people never had these opportunities or work.
Create them.
They don't know. They don't want to. They want to take it from you.
Then guess what? Find a pine box and just take a nap and stay in there until your sleep is forever. Because I'm going to tell you, I have this new thing where I signed with a big agent and he says to me, I'm ready to get in front of this and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this. I said, no. The last time y'all passed on me, I went back and I said, I'm going to design my own table, because if I said this, if you don't have a seat at the table, build your own table. Now I've built the table and I've prepared it for you to have a seat. So we're going to sit at this table together and get this money, but you ain't never going to be at the table by yourself. That's real. So all these people that feel wherever they are that they can't create it, you could be the greatest, you could be the greatest window washer. Now, if you just want to be the nigga that's the best at washing the windows, that's all you're going to be. But if you want to be the nigga that finds out how to become best friends with the architect that built the building so you can get a piece of that and build your own buildings, then that's your choice too. But who wants to get it? Because it ain't easy.
But the person with the most envy is not always your enemy. It's somebody that you're working with. That's somebody that you're helping. When you're on your grind, it'd be the person right next to you. That's the scary part.
Most of the time it is.
But we don't pay attention. We don't pay attention because Drake said this. Drake said, no new friends. That was some real shit. Well, we just bumped to it in the club, no new friends. But if you, until I got burnt over last year, I was like, oh, no new friends. And you know what? Some don't need some of these old friends.
Yeah, some of the old friends will get your ass.
I had a friend once. I took him to dinner, went home, took him to dinner. I'm sitting there on phone, closing a deal. And he goes, this nigga changed, man. And I heard him. So I hung up the phone. I said, who are you talking to? Who are you talking about? He says, you, man, you ain't the same nigga no more.
Of course you're not.
I said,
Duh.
20,
Why the fuck would I
20 years older,
Yeah.
having moved around the world, successful on TV. Yeah, I'm not the same nigga no more. Selling dope on the corner. No, I'm not him.
Right.
And he says to me, yeah, man, but you ain't real no more. I thought you was a real nigga. I came home and found you.
What does that mean?
And brought
Struggle? Struggle means real? Fuck out of here.
Lack of growth.
Okay.
Familiarity. Because think about it. If you two know each other today and then for whatever reason life takes you apart and then you come back together 10 years later, you should be expected to be different. I would think.
I think so too. Who wants to stay the same?
Everybody has a different expectation for somebody else. And if you don't meet it, even if it don't make sense, then you're not real.
I've lived so much of my life, based around the expectations of other people. And you know what it made me? Miserable. Yeah. Depressed. I was always like, I had very over compensatory behavior. I can't do that. I don't have the energy and the mental space for that anymore. It just can't happen. But yeah,
Okay, y'all, it's time for another Hollywood hookup. The sun is coming out. It's about to be day party season. And fellas, also ladies, you want those compliments about your smell. I'm telling you, when you got the day parties, it's getting hot, you drinking mimosas. It's something that can help you really pick up the ladies. And I'm going to tell you what I've been using lately. It gives you all the good, expensive fragrances, and it doesn't break the bank. And it's called Scentbird.
You smell good.
Thank you.
You wearing them right now? Alrighty then.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So with Scentbird, I found a way to have great taste, like I said, without breaking the bank. Whether it's Versace, Dolce & Gabbana, Tom Ford, it doesn't matter.
Fancy.
Scentbird is for you. And just to show you how much it's official, I got it right here. So I got Scentbird, and this one is called Mercedes-Benz Select, right? So I get this. You get about, want to smell some of that? There you go.
Smells expensive.
Mercedes-Benz Select. So this is what I've been wearing. I've been getting a lot of compliments from this. And it's not just for the fellas. So ladies too, if you like to have different perfumes or smells, aromas, use Scentbird. So get this, Scentbird has over 450 designer brands that you can choose from, cologne or perfume, okay?
Wow.
And that's great deals. I'm talking about Gucci, Tom Ford, Kenneth the Cole. I always say Kenneth the Cole. It's Kenneth Cole. Burberry, Prada, and so many more.
Wow. I need my Scentbird.
You can choose the cologne you like to try, right? And then you'll get a 30-day supply. And I'm telling you, that's 120 sprays. This right here, that's a lot of sprays, okay? 120 sprays, and that's more than apply 4 times daily for a month. So
I like the fact that they're travel size because I travel a lot and don't want to carry my big bottle of stuff.
And you don't get stuck into that same smell because, I had an uncle and I have a couple older people in my family. They always smell the same. It's like, no, switch it up.
Right.
Okay, it's a new time, new era. We switching up the smell. At first, I didn't know what kind of fragrance I was looking for. I didn't grow up knowing, all the smells. So you can check out the user ratings and reviews, and you can also take Scentbird's True Scent Quiz to discover more personalized recommendations.
That sounds interesting. I want to know what they'd recommend for me.
Oh, Let's see.
I'm doing the quiz.
All right, so get this, y'all, with an exclusive offer right now for just our listeners. You get 50% off your first month today. That's only $7.50 for your first fragrance.
That's amazing.
Very affordable. Go to scentberg.com/unlocked and use code UNLOCKED for 50% off your first month.
I'm online right now.
Signing up?
Yes, I am.
Again, that's scentberg.com, SCENT bird.com/unlock for you to try your first cologne and perfume for just $7.50. Sign on, smell amazing.
And that's your Hollywood hookup.
Boom!
All right, listen, we're gonna round things off with, a funny story. I think this is hysterical because I can't wrap my mind around.
I gotta take a shit.
You're hilarious. Is this the alley-oop right now?
No, this is the segue.
Yeah, I know that. That's
thought
what
he was
I mean.
dancing. I'm like, what?
I know. This is the alley-oop. And that's hilarious. That's an inside joke, too.
Yeah.
All kinds of shit. Ha, 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 ha. So a former New Jersey school superintendent who was found guilty of, yes, I'm about to say this, pooping on the high school's track field is clapping back with them cheeks and suing the police department for releasing his mugshot.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He can't get another job if he's shitting on the field.
Well, he cannot get another job. And now, instead of being called superintendent, they're calling him the pooperintendent of schools. He has filed a federal lawsuit claiming that the Holmdel police violated his constitutional rights by taking his mugshot and releasing it to numerous media outlets. Okay, question. Mugshots. Is that like
it's all public.
It's not a public record.
No, he's a public person. He's a superintendent.
Okay.
But let me say that people may not know this. Mm-hmm. If you piss or shit or get caught pissing or shitting on a school or at a playground,
yes,
you are a sex offender. You could be charged as a sex crime.
Yes.
And so I will tell you one thing. If I'm passing by a school and I got to take a shit, that shit is going to come out my ass all down the side of my pants. Because you're not going to give me, I would rather you call me pooperintendent than you call me pooperintendent that's on the list.
Well...
So that's unfortunate.
So that's the real issue.
But
And that's why he can't get another job.
Well, here's the crazy thing. He resigned. I mean, I don't know if it was under
Even if he resigns, it does not matter.
Public pressure, but or he couldn't take
the sad part about that is that the people are making fun of this man. He had to take a shit. Have you ever not been somewhere that you don't want to shit and you feel that little bubble in your intestine that that was the warning God sent you, that shit is coming?
I don't.
On the field though. He didn't do it like under the track. Bleachers.
That can happen anywhere. You could be at a bar mitzvah. You about to baptize this little kid, about to go in the water. That motherfucking now you got to shit. Now what are you gonna do? You gonna shit right there? You gonna shit on his? You gonna shit on his baptismal, or are you gonna go take a shit? Sorry, nigga, hold him. I'll be right. You gotta go take a shit.
But anybody that's gonna take a shit outside is gonna do it where you're not gonna be caught or seen. He's taking a shit right in the middle of the 40.
2 weeks ago, driving down the street.
Oh God!
No. I didn't even know my bladder was full. I've been trying to drink a gallon of water every day because that's what my doctor trying to get my levels right and they could drink more water. Okay.
I promise you. Go ahead, keep going.
Drinking all this water.
Just wear a diaper.
No. Because I've told this story on the show before where I peed on myself in the car because I'm like, try to put my dick in a Coke bottle. I was driving down the street. I had a friend in the car. I'm like, dick is in my hand. So then I tried to pee in the Coke bottle and it was a little pee went over the side of the bottle. Then I peed in the bottle, filled the whole bottle up, still had to pee more. Then I just said, fuck it. It just peed everywhere. But anyway, the point is the other day when I pulled in my garage, I had to pee so bad that pee was literally starting to seep out the hole of my penis. So I just hopped out the car in the garage and peed everywhere. Now I don't know if there's cameras and I'm moving, so it doesn't matter. But it was like, am I gonna pee in this Mercedes and all on my good linen? Or am I going to just pee in the fucking driveway?
Well, here's the thing. Is that parking garages...
It's happened to me before.
And the crazy thing is my passenger had to pee and he hopped out and we're peeing in the garage. He peeing on this side and I'm peeing on this side.
Public garages do smell like urine. I'm beginning to understand why.
Yes.
You guys are really lucky.
You ever had to pee real bad and got on the elevator though? The elevator and that pressure? That happened to me in the elevator.
No.
I had to pee. I made it into the garage. I was getting to the elevator, go up to the apartment. I couldn't make it.
What I do know is the closer that I do get to my front door, the more the feeling of
violent.
having to pee
And
intensifies.
then when you get to the toilet, it goes away. It's annoying. Our bowel systems are fucked up. Have you
It
ever
don't
peed in
go away
public?
when I get to the toilet.
You've peed in public.
No, you know what I have done? I've been in my car, and I had like a Starbucks cup like this. Throw the rest of the liquid out the window.
And you pee in a Starbucks cup?
Hop in my back seat. I had to pee, and there
How do
was
you do
nothing
it?
around.
You put your leg like is it?
I had to squat in my
But
back
what if
seat.
you had what if you had
Funny enough.
whipped cream in there? And now
No. I never get drinks with whipped cream. You know,
cream in
yeah.
there's a
but-
visual for all the niggas in
But
prison.
here's the
listening to
funniest
podcast.
thing: like when you really have to pee, like this is not enough.
It's not
cup.
enough.
I need like a big gulp.
I put my dick on the tip of a Coke bottle and peed until it was full. And you know what I thought? God said, your cup shall runneth over. It was running over. So now I got pee in one hand, Mercedes-Benz in one hand, dick hanging out. Pee got to come out blotted. Now I'm kind of giggling because it's really ridiculous. Can't throw the cup out the window because then what happens if the pee splash on somebody else? So now I got pee in one hand, dick in another hand, trying to drive. Pee just started. The funny part was walking into my ex-boyfriend was sitting in the kitchen cooking lunch and I have pee all over me. And he's like, what the fuck just happened? And I go, nigga, I just peed all in the car. Anyway.
I'm saying, you should get some adult diapers.
No,
Sometimes-
I refuse.
Really?
Could you imagine I go to the club and a nigga like hug me? Nigga hug me and put his arm around me and he feels like, because diapers make that little crinkly sound. So you put your arm around me and then you just crinkle on my Depends.
Keep drinking a gallon of water. You're gonna want to buy some diapers.
That's some violent pee though.
All right, well, I'm sure this episode I've pissed somebody off, but I will tell you, having learned one thing in life, it's better to be pissed off than pissed on.
I don't know. I'll take your word for it because I suspect that you've had both.
Well, I told you the story of the little kid I worked in a group home, and I came from a funeral, and he threw his pee on me. And little motherfucker looked at me and said, well, Jason, it's better to be pissed off than pissed on.
Okay.
He gave you that phrase? He gave you
that little motherfucker. Michael something. I don't know where his little bitch ass is at. But anyway, God bless the kids in group homes. We out of here. Peace.
Bye, everybody.